Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I thought I would come to you and show you how I made this card. It's just left over from the box that I did, or the bag that I did earlier in an earlier video. I'm not sure which one I'll be posting first, but this is just a quick little card that I thought I would use up a bunch of the scraps that was left over. After cutting down the box left over from cutting down the 7.5 by 7.5 for the bag, I had this piece left over. So I just took this piece and I just folded it right in half, just like so. And then I went ahead and I took a 1/2 inch strip of the designer series paper that I used on the bag that I had left, and I just applied that right here. And then just cut off the extra. Okay. And now I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. This is from the Celebrate Today stamp set. This one right here. And I'm going to use, it's like little flags, kind of like for the tail of the balloon. I'm going to stamp this up. And this I'm using Versamark. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I think I want it. Okay. And then I'm taking some white embossing powder. There we go. And then my heating tool. Okay. So now I have that there. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to stamp the words. I use the new Watermelon Wonder. I'm letting it soak up in that cardstock really good. And it comes out a little dark, but as it dries, it does lighten a little bit. But it's darkened because of the green cucumber paper that is underneath it. And then I got a little birthday on the other side that I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. There we go. Now, we'll set this aside for a minute, and while I have this still out, get some Whisper white paper, and I'm taking the balloon part of it, and I'm stamping it in the Bermuda Bay, and then I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it quite so dark. And then I'm going to stamp on the paper. It gives it a different texture too, just so you. I like the little texture marks that it gives in there also. And then I'm going to take the little circles. I'm going to stamp that in. But this time I'm not going to stamp off. I'm going to stamp directly on. Okay. And then I'm going to get the balloon framelets. And there we have it. And take some ink. And we're just going to sponge the outside of this. And it gets rid of the white. Oh, I like this. I didn't think about it until just now. So I guess that's an option if you don't want all that white, extra white showing. It gives it another look. And it blends in quite nicely. Oh, I like that. Okay. There you go. And then the only other thing I did was I took some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I just sat it on top. You could add a bow if you wanted to or whatever, but this is going to a little kid, so I thought very simple but yet cute, and it matches my little bag. So there's the two different, let me get the other one here. Here's the two different ways. I mean, this one's with it being sponged and this one's without it being sponged. I really think I like the sponged look on that. I think it looks really good. And then, of course, here's the bag that I did earlier. So that's everything, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.